Congressman, good to see you. Thanks so much for coming on. We do appreciate that. A couple hours away from hopefully learning a little bit more details into this. It seems like the entire nation is watching this story, wondering what was found within Mar-a-Lago, what were they looking for, and in this affidavit, what approved this search warrant, why weren't more subpoenas issued or more simply phone calls made, said, hey, you left these documents, we don't have them, bring them back. But essentially what constituted 30 FBI agents before the break of dawn to go in there for 9 hours or more. Your thoughts overall on this, and then again, results potentially coming out of Florida.
Well, thanks, John, for having me on. You know, this is unprecedented, and it's the highest profile FBI raid probably in their history, and they didn't take the greatest care possible. It looks like a political hit job, because if you're going to do something like this, you better, they better find Jimmy Hoffa's body at Mar-a-Lago, quite frankly, because it smacks of, political harassment and really the fourth impeachment. The Democrats and their allies in the media have been, berating President Trump for years now, and they had the two impeachments, and then January 6th, and that commission there is probably pretty much like a third, and then this seems to be a fourth. It doesn't seem to have any merit whatsoever. And then the judge that even issued the search warrant is a donor to Obama. This is ridiculous. If you really have something there, you probably want to make sure it's apolitical and go to a judge that perhaps maybe was appointed by President Trump himself.
Yeah, we continue to follow that again at 1 p.m. Even if again, it's going to be in person. There will be discussions. There will be some information known. We do know that. As far as the full affidavit goes, it's seemingly unlikely that we would know, but we'll continue to watch. I'll get to the media's coverage of this. Don Jr. was on Rob Schmidt last night. We'll play what he had to say and get your reaction. Here's that.
They leak a small tidbit of things that can be disproven, right? They leak to Norah O'Donnell. No, we didn't take Donald Trump's passports. It was a very, very specific search warrant. Well, that's a lie. They did take it. It took 2 seconds to disprove that. And had she bothered to call anyone on my father's team, she would have found that out. But they don't do that. They take the information that they want to be true, not the information that's actually true. They take the information they would love to be true because it'd be against Donald Trump, and they run with it as though it's gospel.
Right. And I mentioned this term climate earlier. It's hot right now with the American people because you do have tweets from Norah O'Donnell from CBS News that said, a source told me that they don't have Trump's passports. It was quickly debunked with an email that said, we have 2 expired passports and a diplomatic passport, right? And that was returned to him, which we now know was confirmed. But bottom line, because there's not a lot of information, people are coming with their sources, right? Or their speculation, and they're putting that out there. Some of it may be true, but we know in that instance that was not true, leaving the American people to kind of make their own decision at this point. And therein lies the credibility of the FBI or lack thereof. That's a major factor. Talk to me about that.
This is like mudslinging. They report it on page 1, and then when they do the correction, it's on page 27. Quite frankly, Sean, you have to ask yourself, why is the DOJ refusing to release the affidavit? Why are they operating in midst, a fog and not being as transparent and, accountable as they should be in a case like this? Because, again, this is unprecedented. Is this what former presidents are now going to have to face, or at least the former presidents that are right of center? And they're setting a very dangerous precedent here. And they should take great care because, again, it just seems coincidental that this is a few months before the midterms. President Trump, a lot of people are encouraging him, including myself, to announce for the presidency in 2024. And I think this is, again, a fourth impeachment, nothing more.
Yeah, we continue to follow that again at 1 p.m. For those watching. I actually skipped to the final question here in this segment, if I can, because you are there in Texas. It was the Keller Independent School District, completely different topic, by the way, but the Keller Independent School District near Fort Worth, Texas. I don't know if you saw this story, but they're removing books from its library for review ahead of the start of the school year, including the Bible, so that was there before if you're going to remove it, and Anne Frank's diary. This over concerns that the books contain sexually explicit material. Again, that according to that report. Congressman, just your overall reaction there.
Well, I read about this, Sean, and it did alarm me. The Keller ISD school board president is denying the fact that they have removed the Bible and Anne Frank's diary, because it wasn't Anne Frank's diary. It was a graphic version of that, which is probably inappropriate for at least your early teens, from what I've read about what that graphic novel contains. But I'm all for school districts doing a review. But if it's actually true that they removed the Bible, that is, of course, very troubling. But we don't want to go too far down this wormhole or rabbit hole as well. We want to make sure that students are exposed to classic works of literature, but not pornography, essentially.
Right. All right. We'll leave it right there. Out of time with you. Always great to see you. Congressman Pat Fallon joining us live here. Congressman, thank you for that.
Thanks, Sean. God bless.
Let's welcome in our panelists now for the hour. We're joined by former Trump campaign aide